Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to solve our reading test. This is our test 4 of language cert reading, and this is for B2 level achievers level B2, and this is part 1. This is 4 test and part 1. And according to me, this is the most difficult test. This is part 1 is the most difficult part of it. So let's read it together and solve it. There are instructions, read the text and questions, choose the correct answer for each question. There are 6 to 7 questions. You can see there are 6 questions and every question has 3 options. And we need to find out which one is the correct option. Here is the written passage about Egyptian pyramid mystery finally solved. There is passage about Egyptian pyramids and we need to locate answer from this passage. Our first question is Amsterdam scientists were inspired by an Amsterdam scientists, how and why they were inspired by ancient city, Egyptian statue or old decoration. Now we will move on to the passage and we will locate the answer. Recent research shows the ancient Egyptians may have built the pyramids using a special method to slide. Slide means to move huge blocks of stone on wet sand across the desert. The recent research shows that ancient Egyptians, the Egyptians were in the past, they may have used some special methods to move the huge blocks of stone on a wet sand across the desert. Investigating the forces needed to pull heavy loads on wooden platforms over desert sand. Now, what were our question? The question was the Amsterdam scientists were inspired by. How they were inspired, how things revealed to them. So we have not come across answer yet. Now we are further searching for it. Amsterdam University scientists discovered the pouring water. Here we will find the answer. Amsterdam University scientists discovered that pouring water on the sand in front of the platforms make it easier to slide. Slide means to move the load along. The findings were one of the longest lasting historical mysteries, how the Egyptians built the pyramids. So far, we have not found the answer. We need to read it further. The researchers made this discovery with the help from the past of wall painting. Yes, the researchers made this discovery with the help from the past of wall painting. They were inspired by a wall painting dating back to about 1900 BC and discovered in the tomb of ancient ruler. Now, the Amsterdam scientists were inspired by an ancient city? No. Egyptian statue? No. Old decoration. What was old decoration? The old decoration was a painting. So, C is our answer. We will move to the next question. Some works of art were found at where they were found out. Some work of arts. Here we have read about 1900 BC and discovered in the tomb means grave of the ancient ruler DJ Hutu DJ Huti Hotep. This is the name of the person whose tomb is there in Deir al Barsha. They find in Deir al Barsha some uh, discoveries. Deir al Barsha isn't as well known as the site of the pyramid at Gaza, but DJ Huti Hotep's tomb, originally studied by archaeologist George, revealed loads of information. Numerous wall paintings were found, and even before regional research, European travelers has visited the tomb and made precise drawings of them. So they found so many things where at the tomb, and tombs mean at the graves. So we will see the option a place where someone was buried. Yes, Someone was buried, it means there was a grave or tomb, so they found things there, some work of arts, drawings, etc. They found there. B. The most well known pyramid site, no allocation, which reasoners first discovered. This is not also the answer. The answer is a place where someone was buried years ago. Our third question is to test their ideas, the scientist. So, what did they do to test their ideas? No, we will read from here. One of the paintings shows 170 men pulling an enormous statue using ropes attached to a wooden platform of or sledge. Sledge means a vehicle. This was a vehicle in the past they used to carry things. So there were ropes attached to a wooden platform or sledge. A person is standing in front of the sledge, pouring water over the sand. We wonder about the reason, said Daniel Mann, a physics professor at the University of Amsterdam. So Bone's research team recreated the situation. Here is the answer. So Bone research team recreated the situation by pulling the heavy objects on the cardboard. Cardboard means these are the boards made of thick paper, or you can say wooden boards, or we say chipboards. So they recreated this situation. They see some paintings, how they were carrying all these sands and other objects like stones. So they recreated it. It means they experimented it again. So here is the question to test their ideas. The scientist A run some tests in deserts. No, it is not conducted an experiment. They experimented it. Study children playing. No, C is not the answer. B is the right answer. They conducted an experiment. Question 4. The scientists found out that we will read option later. First, we need to find the answer. When dragging the sledges over dry and sand, and the researchers noticed small piles built up in front of the sledges, making movement harder. Adding water, however, made the sand firmer. So when they start to drag the sledge, it was difficult for them because it was dry sand. So they uh, poured some water on it, making movement harder. Adding water, however, made the sand firmer. So the laboratory sledges could slide across it more easily. Slide it means to move it across easily. Bone explained that water creates bridges between the bits of sand, helping them stick together. So, when they pour water, it was easy to move the sledge. So, what will be our answer? Our first option is wet sand has a smoother surface than dry sand. Yes, it is. But we need to see other options. B. Cardboard platforms are better than wooden. No. This is not the answer. C. Desert sand is different to the sand found at the beach. No. Option A is the right option. They are talking about wet sand and dry sand, and wet sand is helpful if you need to drag your sledge. Question 5. The success of this technique depends on having. It means the success of this technique depends on which thing. What you should have if you want to move your sledge, or if you want to carry your sledge, what you should have. When dragging the sledge over dry sand, and the researchers noticed small piles built up in front of the sledge, making movement harder. Adding water, however, they made them the sand firmer, so the laboratory sledges could slide across it more easily. Ben explained that water creates breach between the bits of sand, helping them stick together. It's the same reason why using wet sand, to build a castle at the beach is easier than using dry sand. So here we found our first answer, answer number 4. No, we need to read it further so we can find our answer number 5. However, the researchers found that here is a delicate balance. Using dry sand doesn't work, but if the sand's too wet, it doesn't work either. There is a delicate balance. You cannot use a sand that is dry, and you cannot use the sand that is too much watery. You cannot add much water in it, and you cannot use it dry. So what you need to do, it doesn't work either, Bone said. In that case, the sledge would simply start to sink as it was dragged along in the desert. Get it right, though, and you only need half of the people you would think you need to pull. Get it right. It means there must be a proper a portion of water that need to be used. You cannot use dry sand, you cannot use wet, but you need to do a portion. You need to do it in a perfect portion. The success of this technique depends on a special design for your slide. No. B, exact number of people. No. C, the correct amount of water. Yes. C is the answer. We need to use correct amount of water if we want to move our sledge. Question 6, the writer is optimistic that scientists will. Why he is optimistic? Scientists will do what? Now solve other Egyptian mysteries, make good use of the recent findings, or use sand for other purposes in the future? Now, the study may explain how the Egyptian constructed the pyramids, but the discovery also has modern day uses. Modern day uses means they can get benefit now and in future as well. It could help researchers understand the behavior of various sand-like materials such as rice, which could potentially lead to more efficient use of the resources in future. Yes, they are talking about in future they will these discovery will help the scientists. So our answer will be B, make good use of the recent findings. Whatever we find recently, they will be good for future. So B is the right answer. These were the 6 questions that and their answers that we found in this passage. I hope you have understood this passage, and inshallah in the next video I will meet you with the next part of it. Allah Hafiz.